calls this the vexing problem. What the hell does that mean? So this happens a lot, especially when you're up against the bigger guy. You get to this position, maybe I couldn't get a bend in his arm and I'm more here, and this hand physically can't grab the wrist. Okay. Now we did talk about on the first week that using the thumb wasn't important. I can use a thumbless grip to finish breaking mechanics, but it does make a difference in the setups, and we'll talk about this now. If I make the grip and I haven't got control of the thumb and I haven't connected, okay, Ryan can easily bring his arm towards and pummel inside. That's all he wants. If he can pummel wrist, and now he's looking for the underhook. Perfect. Again. So I'm here. So the rule is, if I haven't made a connection to my other wrist and locked the figure 4, I need to use the thumb. That's the first step. So now if he tries to do that, that's difficult. So from that position, sorry, I do this and I haven't grabbed, so just keep it out there. So I'm not able to actually make a grip on my wrist, try to pummel inside. So one hand will control his. The goal is, so we have two methods here. The first method is I need to change my position. I physically can't grab my wrist from here, but I know if I step up and change my position and use my elbow to raise Ryan's elbow off the mat, I can reverse motorcycle grip and make that grip. Okay, now nothing's changed. I'm going to be getting his elbow in line with the shoulder, getting on the power line, and now that's on. One more time on that. That's the first method. So say I get to here, maybe his arm isn't really bent in here, which would be a lot easier for me to get that grip. It's more even straightened, so I can't make that grip. I switch to the thumb grip. Okay, so now if he tries to pummel inside, I have one hand controlling one of his. Now I need to change my position. So I'll start to put my hip on his shoulder. If he's framing like he is last time, he already covered how to deal with that. I can back step and move around that. Now I step up, and now I've changed my position. I can start to withdraw my elbow and get his elbow off the mat. Reverse motorcycle grip, and now I've made that grip. Nothing's changed. We're now looking to get his elbow in line with his shoulder using a pull method, and now I'm getting on that power line. The second method, I'm not a big fan of this, but it's still workable as long as you switch back. So his arm's kind of straight and I can't grab my own wrist. I can slide up his forearm and make the grab. I would do this and not change my position. So from there, I can't grab my own wrist, I slide up and then I make the grip. Unfortunate thing now for me to try and finish from here, I'm not on the end of the lever, that would be very difficult. Now I'll change my position. So if Ryan's framing, I know now to come up, kill the frame, back step, and I'm over. The minute I step up and I start to work his elbow in line with the shoulder, I am sliding back down again. And I make that grip. Now nothing's really changed. Control the head, get on the power line. I'll just use Johnny so you can see, bro. So two methods there. I like the first one better. Again, it would be just down to personal preference. Let's just say we get to this position. Johnny's made his arm kind of straight, and now when I come under, I physically can't grab that. If I'm using a thumbless grip, he can just pummel his wrist, and he's got the underhook. So the first thing is, the rule is, if I haven't made the connection, that becomes a thumb grip. That's the first thing. Try to re-pummel. So one hand controls his. Now I change my position. If he's framing, we know how to deal with that. I just collapse it, and now I've changed my position. Now it's all about raising that elbow. The minute I raise the elbow, planting my foot on the mat, from that position I can start to reverse motorcycle grip and get a bend in his arm, and now that's an easy grip to make. Now from here, I'm going to start to bring his elbow in line with his shoulder. Get on the power line. Bosh. That's our first method. The second method we're thinking about is, if I can't make that grip, I'm going to arm slide up to there. Notice the way I didn't move. So on the first method, I moved and then done it. On this one, I just slide up and make that initial grip. Now from here, obviously I'm not at the end of the lever, I have no leverage to finish. So now I'm gonna frame again there, bro. I'm gonna come up, smear that, back step, get on the power line. Now again from there I want to raise that elbow. But as I pull my elbow back to get a shoulder in line, now I'm sliding down. Okay, now nothing's changed as before. Control the head, get on the power line, reverse mode. Don't let me bend your arm, bro. Notice the way if Johnny doesn't let me bend his arm, he puts tension in it. So now the submission's easy. You know, it's there. Relax. Boom, reverse motorcycle grip. Either way, it's on. So 2 methods of dealing when you can't grab your own wrist. So